Well, hello, everyone. Hello. I was there rocking out to the music, ready to come on camera and say hello to everyone. Thank you so much for coming to the Summer Seller Check-in and welcome. I'm so glad to see so many of you, both people who are frequent attendees, hello, familiar faces, and all of you first-timers who are joining us today. We're really glad that you made time to be here today. Also, oh my gosh, so many emojis in the chat. That was really fun, especially the thumbs up emojis, all from sales. I would love to hear, what have you sold today? So please put the comments of the most recent item that you've sold or shipped out today and let us know. Okay, so for those of you who are new or maybe don't remember, I am Rebecca Michaels and I lead the US Seller Community and Engagement team. Our team has been hosting these virtual seller check-ins for 5 years. It's been really amazing bringing our seller community together virtually to hear from eBay leaders and experts. So the mission of my team is to bring sellers together through various channels, including our vibrant community forums, virtual events like this, eBay Seller Instagram, local in-person meetups hosted by sellers. And you saw some photos of that actually in that video before. Now, before we dive into today's program, I'm going to give a quick overview of the platform and the agenda for those who are joining for the first time. So let's go ahead and get started. First, please direct your attention to the right side of the platform, and you can see the chat and the Q&A functions. Chat is where you can comment and talk and get to know other sellers. And then the Q&A tab is for questions that you have for the eBay team that is on hand to answer in real time here today. Once a question is answered, you'll find the response directly underneath that question. And then if you would like to turn on captions for the event, you can do so by simply clicking on that caption button on the right-hand menu near chat and Q&A, and captions will show up within this portion of the screen. All right, I think we're ready to dive into today's agenda. Unfortunately, Dawn Block isn't able to be here today, but happily we have Xiaodi Zhang from our VP of selling to spend time with us. She and I will be covering business updates for today, as well as answering some of the questions you submitted during registration. Following that, a few of our experts will provide quick updates on recent changes to seller-initiated offers or SIO, social sharing, and advertising on eBay. Chuck Van Pelt from the seller advocacy team, love Chuck, he will be here to host some myth-busting trivia, and that's a chance for you to win some really fantastic prizes. And then I'll come back in to wrap up our check-in with an update about eBay Open. We're so excited. Once we wrap up the main stage session and invite you to join one of our 4 engaging deep dive sessions, you'll be able to engage on topics like refreshing your listing for summer, telling your business story, eBay Advertising 101, and a Q&A with the shipping team. Finally, in the last half hour, we'll break into networking rooms hosted by our wonderful community hosts who are eager to connect and chat with all of you. So since 2020, eBay has committed more than $2.5 million to encourage and support 250 US small businesses in their journey to scale, grow, and thrive through our Up and Running grant program. Each year, we provide 50 small business sellers, each with a $10,000 grant and the additional benefit of a $500 stipend for grantees to equip themselves with essential office technology and tools from our amazing refurbished electronics category. We also provide one-to-one business acceleration courses that can be transformative for the grantees and to help their businesses take that next step in growing. So 2025 could be your year. Applications are open right now through June 6th. Let's go into some of the details. To apply, you'll need to tell us the details of your business, your need for funding, and how you plan to use the grant to grow your online business. Now, I have some tips for you. First of all, be specific as possible about how you're going to use the grant, whether it's buying inventory, expanding your warehouse space, investing in new technology, or hiring help to make photos or listing easier while you run your business. We want to hear how you plan to take your business to the next level. Expanding your warehouse, getting that new technology. Let us know. Give us details. It can also be helpful to add any specifics, like adding percentages in, like we'll use 20% for inventory and 10% for hiring that new part-time employee. Help us get into the details. And then please make it personal. each business has a really unique backstory. So tell us about your dreams, more importantly, how you've already succeeded in your business, so we can help support the amazing work you're already doing and accelerate it. It's important to know any business is eligible, whether you sell used electronics, women's clothing, or pickleball paddles, literally. We want to know that, and we want to hear from any business, because one of the best parts of this is that we can celebrate the wide variety of businesses that you run. In this program, it's really close to my heart. We read thousands of applications, and the stories are amazingly inspiring. And the number of you who support your communities and were inspired to start your businesses because of a personal passion, it's so inspirational to read every single year. Then finally, I wanted to let you know that some grantees have applied multiple times and were awarded on the second or the third try. So if you have applied in the past, don't get discouraged. It can still happen for you. So don't wait. Start your application today before the deadline of June 6th at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And we're going to leave a link in the chat so you can start your application after today's event. So save that link and come back to it. All right. We are going to move on now to some business updates. And I'd like to welcome Shouty, who is VP of Selling Experience here at eBay. Shouty, thank you so much for being here today.
Hi, Rebecca. Hi, everyone. It's such a pleasure to be here. Thanks for inviting me, and it's great to be back, and can't wait to share some of our latest updates and upcoming changes with everybody.
Great. So as we get into news and updates around the business, I want to say I know that many of you, like many of us at eBay, are paying a lot of attention to what's happening with the global economy. We've all seen headlines around tariffs and trade, new regulations that might impact your business. Even though the macro environment remains difficult to predict, eBay in our 30 years of business has navigated uncertain times before and helped sellers do that as well. So when there's news or changes that will impact you, we're going to keep you updated through Seller Center. There's banners and emails and other channels as well, so that you can stay focused on running your business. We're going to drop a link in the chat with the link for Seller Center so that you know where to go for tariff updates.
Absolutely. I mean, it is such a dynamic atmosphere right now with so much change and uncertainty. And our focus is really helping our sellers deal with all this complexity and obviously keeping you informed of the changes, but also help you remove the hurdles that you might face. And specifically for those of you who are selling overseas, and if you're enrolled in our eBay International Shipping Program, we actually help you and will calculate and update all the customs and duties information on your behalf automatically without you lifting a finger. And the program is really set up to make it as seamless as possible for you as sellers, and then also for your buyers as well. And I think we're very optimistic that given that eBay has weathered all of these changes and other changes in the past, so we're an incredibly resilient marketplace. We're also confident that despite all of this uncertainty, we'll continue to be a destination for buyers, because we are known for a great place to seek value, and we're very committed to being your partner for your long-term sustainable growth as a seller. And another reason that we're confident about our abilities to embrace change is in the area of AI. I know you've heard from Jamie and others and myself about the investment that we've made in AI, but we really are one of the leading marketplaces embracing AI as a tool for sellers. We're definitely one of the first, and we continue to be at the forefront of helping sellers leverage the AI capabilities. And we're making it easier for you to create your listings. Hopefully, all of you have seen all the capabilities that we have introduced over the last year. And to date, we actually have been able to help millions of sellers generate over 200 million listings which obviously, results in billions of dollars of sales for all of you. And it's, definitely easier than ever before for you to be able to create listings with the best photos and the descriptions to help you close sales. And for our largest sellers, we've introduced a bulk listing tool that leverages AI. And we have found that sellers who use this tool are able to list items twice as fast. So hopefully you'll be able to check it out if you haven't already. And it's fast becoming a favorite tool for our trading cards sellers. And shifting to the buyer side, we've actually we're about to announce an AI shopping assistant and agent experience, which is a really engaging experience, especially for Gen Z shoppers, for them to be able to get very targeted and personalized recommendations through this agent. And if you come across it as a buyer, please check it out and send us your feedback. And so as we look forward to the future, we believe that we can really embrace AI and leverage our scale, our infrastructure, and decades of customer insights and build a better platform for our sellers and also buyers. And this is really just the beginning. So throughout the rest of the year, stay tuned because you'll be seeing a lot of additional changes coming your way.
Yeah, absolutely. And, beyond the tech innovation, there's a ton of work that's happening to invest in the future of our marketplace and ensure that eBay's brand stays relevant with changing buyer demands. So I don't know if you all noticed, but last weekend we were at the Miami Grand Prix and our team was out on the track with the fabulous Winnie Harlow, who arrived for race day in an eBay sourced custom built Porsche 911. And she was wearing race day inspired styles that she purchased right here on eBay. We loved teaming up with McLaren's superstar drivers, Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri, to share exclusive content on eBay social media channels throughout the weekend. And shout out for Lando, he's my favorite driver. Our brand team has been really leaning into the marketing campaigns for our eBay's Motors business for several years now. And with the Miami Grand Prix activation, it's been amazing to see us tying that pre-loved fashion into our ongoing partnership with McLaren and team and bringing the racing and the fashion together. Because we know that the next generation of fashion buyers, they love buying pre-loved, and we're continuing to keep eBay front and center during the fashion industry's biggest moments. And speaking of fashion industry's biggest moments, Met Gala happened on Monday, and eBay joined Vogue on the red carpet live stream for the third year in a row, although technically that carpet was blue if you watched the live stream. This year, we went bigger than ever with 4 fashion icons wearing pre-loved and vintage items sourced from eBay. Social media sensation and eBay brand ambassador Emma Chamberlain served as the official YouTube correspondent for the evening, which resulted in some incredible attention for eBay across so many social channels. And then Law Roach also showed his love for eBay accessories as well and gave us a really great shout out there. And all of that brings us to today. This morning, we released the latest edition of Seller News. So look around and you'll see some details, especially for the Certified Open Box program. This is a new one for electronics and home sellers. What it means is now your eligible listings will include an on-site badge that serves as a trust signal to buyers and also comes with a 1-year warranty that is paid by eBay. So if you are a seller in electronics and home and you meet the program metrics, your open box inventory will automatically be pulled into this program. And there's other amazing announcements. I'm going to let Shadi, you cover this next one.
Great. Thanks, Rebecca. I am so excited about all of the engagement that we've seen on social media, actually through the Met Gala. And speaking of social media, we are continuing to invest in tools for you to be able to create more awareness for your listings in a unique and authentic way. And through some new capabilities, which we're going to actually feature later today, you'll be able to create videos and share them via social media. So in a few minutes, Azal is going to walk you through how to do just that. And another area on the platform where we know authenticity is really important is Message Center. And this is where you connect with buyers, and we know that it's incredibly important for you to respond quickly. And so, with that, we've actually been adding some new capabilities. Hopefully, you have seen them, but definitely try them out if you haven't. So, specifically, you can now search by order number, and there are some quick reply indicators that help you find messages that you haven't replied to. And then we have actually incorporated a translation feature. So we know that with all of the international trade that happens, and a lot of you actually are able to reach an international audience, we want to make that experience as seamless as possible. So when you receive a message in a different language, we'll be able to help you translate the messages to English. Or if you prefer to respond in a different language, you can do that, but then also translate as well. So we're always looking for ways to building these capabilities from direct feedback from our community. And so again, your input is incredibly critical in shaping our strategy and our roadmap. So please keep that feedback coming.
Yeah, Shouty, this community is what makes selling on eBay unlike any other platform. And so, speaking of feedback, during registration for this event, all of the audience was asked if they haven't had any questions for Shouty. We've combed through all of the answers, looking for the most common questions and narrowed them down to 5 today, but there are a lot of questions within those 5. So, for example, we had more than 50 questions related to our product research tool. So we're going to take on Daniel's, and he asked, what is the best practice use of the product research tool? Shadi?
Great question. I'm so glad there's so much interest on this tool, because we really believe that if we can power our sellers with data of all the trends and all the information that eBay can provide, that you'll be even more successful. And so product research is this incredible tool where you can access information on the products and categories that are popular and help you fine tune your strategies to attract buyers. And there are a few key things, but honestly, it's a very, very simple tool you can easily access via desktop or via your mobile device. And we just introduced it actually to mobile last year. And you can start by just simply searching by keyword or product, as you would just on search, and then you can apply filters. So if you're looking for things maybe to go with the Met Gala, and you want to look at suits and what's the latest trend in terms of pricing and or specific brand, maybe Gucci suits, then we'll be able to give you access to the last 3 years of eBay sales data. You'll be able to look at trends, price, and then you can also access shipping data as well. So you can target what type of shipping price to offer for your items, and sell-through rate, which is really incredible and very, very important. And depending on seasonality, you might change your strategy. So all of that is definitely available to you. So please check it out. And if you have questions, reach out to the community, and then also reach out to us.
Yeah. And you mentioned last year when product research moved to mobile, Shouty, and so we had a ton of sellers start using it even more than before. And it's really great to hear from you
Love
those
that.
insights and reminders on how powerful product research can be. Now, our next question comes from Sarah, and I think this was the most popular question with more than 100 questions in this same theme or topic, which is about buyer engagement.
Mm.
Her question is, I'd like to know about ways to improve engagement with our listings and our store. I think many sellers are always looking for different ways to drive eyes to their listings. So what's your top advice and your recommendations?
Yes, of course. I mean, this is obviously so critical, and there's a lot that you as sellers can do, and then there's also a lot that eBay is doing on your behalf. I just want to start by sharing some of the capabilities and tactics that we're doing. So as Rebecca mentioned, we've got these great brand ambassadors and a really amazing brand campaign, but we're also embracing AI to help your listings appear in a prominent way, a more engaging way on Google, and we're bringing those best practices to on site as well. And so I would start with, honestly, I know this might be rudimentary for a lot of our advanced sellers, but it always starts with the listing and the listing quality. So make sure that you are optimizing the photos. I mean, it still is shocking to us how many items are listed with less than 3 photos, as an example. And as you can imagine, that really discourages engagement. And make sure that you have the right condition information, the right aspects, and so that which will help buyers find your listing when they're looking for specific, let's say, style information, or they're looking for, prom core, or there are all of these different trends that are happening, and including that information in the aspect fields and then also in the description will help buyers find your items. And not just on eBay, but also on Google through SEO and through paid advertising. And then, I think that another area of that we have found to be successful is video. And this is where a lot of sellers are starting to use video, but I think this is definitely something that more sellers can embrace. We definitely see higher engagement rates when sellers use video, and it just creates a level of authenticity of the item and from you, and creates trust of the item as well. And shifting to more sort of advanced capabilities, I'm sure everyone has used the seller initiated offer product, but we're making that increasingly easier to use, but also to manage. And another team member is going to walk through some of the latest changes very soon. And then lastly, obviously, we have so many tools available now through advertising and through eBay stores, and definitely take advantage of a host of those features where you can optimize for the listing promotion and then also how your store is represented on eBay as well. So I know that was quite a lot, but as you can see, we have a whole suite of features for you to try.
That was a lot of strategies. So reminder for everyone in the audience, we will be posting this video and you can watch a replay pretty quickly after the event. So if you're furiously taking notes, don't worry, you can come back and watch and listen again. So Shadi, what I think is it's a really great time to be reminded of all the ways to showcase listings because summer is beginning, right? And people are thinking about what they're going to shop and what they're going to buy with summer in mind. So everyone, I challenge you, test something out, test something new this summer. And whether it's for the summer, for a holiday, or more short term, test it out and then come back and let us know at the next seller check-in. How did it go? We'd love to hear from you. All right, moving on to the next most popular question. This one is all about listing and driving tools and driving sales. So Michelle asks, how do you get a coupon to your interested buyers? I love this. Such a specific question. Shadi, what's your advice?
Yes, for sure. I mean, this is obviously a great tool that we've created to help you reach your most interested customers and targeted customers. And so this is a tool that is available to sellers via the eBay store. So if you are a subscriber, then you can set up a coded coupon by going to the marketing tab on Seller Hub, and you can select the discounts under the drop down and choose coupon. And this is available, as you can see here, that where you can actually set up a coupon. And once you set it up, actually the coupons will automatically display on your listings, and it'll be available on the search results and on view item. That will create a conversion lift for customers, because they're going to be looking at a lot of listings, and people do definitely pay attention to coupons and to discounts. So this is a great way to help you reach and customers, but also convert them. And this can be, you can make this appear for a new and returning customers, and the coupons will make your products appear a lot more attractive. So definitely check it out. And then you can send a printed coupon note in your orders that will encourage repeat purchases as well. So it's definitely a great product. So check it out.
Whenever I order something from eBay, and when I ship as well, I love to just put a note in there and a coupon. That's a great idea to stick a coupon in when you're shipping something out. Thanks, Shadi. I really am next interested in hearing from another seller. I think this was the next biggest one, and it's from Eva. And Eva says, I wish it was possible to make multiple adjustments in the listings on multiple items at a time, and then click confirm for the whole batch. So talk to us about how sellers can efficiently manage many listings at once.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's an important question, an important feature that we have actually continued to invest in. And there are a couple of places where you can do that. If you go into your active listing tab in your Seller Hub, we're continuing to add more and more capabilities for you to be able to make adjustments. And then you can also save a lot of time and effort by accessing our bulk listing tool. And so that is available through the active listing area in Seller Hub, and you can perform multiple updates, as I mentioned, all at once. And we're continuing to add new features as well. And so those features include ability to create new listings, to be able to relist, revise listings, and then we're also introducing different suggestions. So if we notice that your listings have been available for a long time, you haven't refreshed them, we will add some suggestions and provide some guidance. So we're starting to incorporate educational tips and recommendations in the active listings tab. So hopefully you get to check it out, and don't forget to send us your feedback.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's great to hear about so many tools, everything that you've talked about that help make scaling businesses easier. But that begs the question that we got from Jeffrey. eBay is constantly innovating. There's lots happening. How do sellers keep abreast of all of the changes?
Great question. Well, hopefully everyone is subscribed to our Instagram account, right, Rebecca? We should remind everyone to do that. And then, but we also have a very robust seller center, and that houses all the updates and product changes. You can find just a wealth of information about the tools and capabilities we talked about, but all of the other tools available. And last but not least, we've got eBay Open, which is coming up soon. So I can't wait to see all of you in a few months.
Yeah. Seller Center really is a great place to search around and learn more about different tools to grow your businesses on eBay. It's worth just occasionally spending some time looking around and seeing what's new. But we have all of the great ways that we let you know, so you don't have to go hunting. The eBay community, we always publish stuff in the community. Lots of the newest information there. We publish announcements for company news, product updates, and something we already mentioned today, which is the new seller news, which if you've been around for a while, you know it is seller update. Now it's seller news, and that came out this morning. Now, if you didn't get your specific question answered here today, put it in the Q&A tab for our teams to respond to. And we will get to as many as we possibly can in the time that we have allocated. There's a whole bunch of people in there answering questions. So again, Shadi, thank you for answering all of these questions for our audience and for your time so far. Now I'm going to pass the mic over to Evan and the product teams to talk us through some of the updates. Evan, over to you.
All right, thank you. Hi, my name is Evan Swanson. I'm a product manager here on the selling team at eBay. I'm happy to be here today to talk about the launch of a new seller offer management experience. I bet most people here are familiar with seller offers, or we call them SIO here. For those new to offers, they're targeted discounts that you can send to buyers who have shown interest in your items. Offers are great because you can increase your sales velocity while still having control over your margins. We know eBay buyers love getting deals, and we saw that nearly 1 million of them made their first purchase with an offer last year. Many sellers have found success using automated offers to make their workflow more efficient and respond faster to buyers. They can set up a large part of their inventory with automation to save time. That's great, but this is where things can also get a bit challenging. Let me give you an example. Say I'm going to be running a spring sale next week, but I already have hundreds of items set up with offer automation. I don't want them both to go out. And in the past, I would need to turn off offer automation individually on each item and then launch my sale. This process has been very time consuming. So what you're seeing here on the screen is our solution to that problem, and it's live today on desktop. You can access this through Seller Hub Marketing's tab. It's called the Offers page. And this page will become your one-stop shop for offer management. So you can manage your offers, you can edit and end offers individually. Or if you have many listings, if you're a large seller, we now allow you to end automation in bulk. This will be a huge time saver and improve efficiency. Note that once my spring sale is over, I can go ahead and resume the automation with the previous settings in place, so no need to go through and reset it. Since we've released this, we've had some great feedback from sellers. One example was a seller who said, "Oh my goodness, how easy was this to end all the automated offers? Don't worry, it doesn't end all your listings. It only ends the offers." We're excited to give you more control over offers, but this is just the beginning. We know you're also hungry to get more data that will help you improve your sales. You want actionable insights, not just numbers. And on the next slide, you can see the next phase we're planning that's going to be launched in June. It's going to be providing more visibility and actions across all of your offers. You'll have a dashboard view of all active offers, those are SIOs and best offers. The performance metrics will show how offers have performed for you in the past to inform your future campaigns. And we'll have quick action buttons that will enable you to take action on offers, to accept or decline offers from buyers and counters. We'll be continuing to improve this page over the coming months, so it's going to become your offers command center. We know the more responsive you can be to buyers, the more sales you'll make, and giving you more control over automation will allow you to be more successful. And on the last slide, you'll see this is the final launch that I wanted to mention is that we'll be rolling out this change over the next month to give you more precise control over your automated offers. We're introducing a duration selection control, so you'll be able to set up automation and pick 1 week to 1 year in terms of time for that automation to go forward. And you can also set up a custom duration to fit your needs. So we will continue to have the settings in place so that when you send an offer, when you come back and send it next time, it'll be remembered. For example, if you selected a 1-month duration for your automation last time, when you come back, it'll be already filled out so that you can streamline your workflow. All of these improvements to offers show that we're committed to giving you more control, more visibility, so that you can be more successful with offers. We're looking to not just solve the immediate pain points, but unlocking new opportunities for your growth on eBay. Thank you for your time here. Now I'd like to hand off the baton to Hazel for an update on stories and videos.
Thank you so much, Evan. Hi, everyone. This is Hazal, and I'm so excited to be here with you today. And today I'm going to explain you 2 different products that we recently launched. The first one is the AI social sharing, and the second one will be AI store description. So for AI social sharing, let's see what the social sharing is. And as Shadi also mentioned, social media has been on our spotlight, and we want to leverage the traffic from the social media to help you to grow your business at eBay. Overall, social sharing is an engaging and inspirational content, and we want to help you expand your listings and your store to attract new customers, as well as keeping the existing one and help them to come back to eBay business. So let's see what we are offering as a key benefits for this product. For the next slide. Thank you. So what we do, we enable all our sellers to link their account to the social media account. And as of today, you can link your Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, and TikTok accounts to your eBay account. And while you are doing that, you are able to create custom posts. So these posts are like image posts and also video posts. And in these posts, you can also schedule for a later time. Let's say you have a campaign for 4th of July or Valentine's Day. You're also able to do it for a future time. Another beauty of it, you don't need to go to these platforms separately. What we did, we consolidate all of them in this place, and you can create one post and post them all across all platforms at once. So it also saves time and increases the efficiency. And another thing that we do, we also share how your sharing performance is. We have a dashboard where we also share with you what's your post share and how they perform. And today I will focus on more the video sharing. As we said, video is much more compelling for the young generation, and we are able to explain our stories more attractive in a video fashion. And in the next slide, I have great exciting news to you. So as of last week, we enabled AI video feature on our social sharing. So today, as a seller, you are able to go to our social sharing hub, and you are able to create AI-generated video based on your existing listing images. You can still continue to create images for Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. In here, our aim is to help you create better video contents for the video-oriented platforms like TikTok and YouTube. And I want to show you one example. In here, we also put your seller name on top in the video, and we also pick the prominent color on your listing, and we make it in the background. And we also put your name in the outro of the video. So this is just the beginning. So let's see how you are able to create this video by using the social sharing product.
Hello, eBay sellers. Are you looking to expand your reach and drive more sales? I'm going to take you through how to use our new generative AI video tool in your social sharing process. Then I'll guide you through sharing your listings on social video sites such as YouTube or TikTok. It's easy. First, I go to eBay's Seller Hub and pull down the marketing menu and select Social. This is the go-to place for social sharing tools. Now this is the social dashboard. From here, I can connect eBay to my social accounts, create or schedule social posts, and view social performance stats. You'll see at the top the options to create post and view analytics. Let's go through how to create a social post. I'll start by clicking the Create Post button. Next, I land on a screen to create my social media post. From here, I'll pick my platform. For today, let's select video post. Then I'll choose YouTube as my platform. Once I've selected a video platform, then I'll choose a video template to use. For this demo, I'm going to select Product Showcase. Next, I'm going to select the listing I want my generative AI video to be linked to. Now, I'll add the images I want to use for my video and click the Generate Video button. As my video is generating, I'm going to add in my caption. To make the process easier, I'm going to select the Use AI Caption button, and eBay AI will generate a caption for me. Once I have my caption, I'll add in some suggested hashtags here. After my video is done generating, I'm going to give it a preview before continuing to make sure everything looks good. I've gotten my video generated and my caption completed. Now it's time for the final steps. I'm going to confirm my YouTube settings here. Looks like I'm good to go with my post and settings, so I'm going to select Post. Now my post is ready to go live, but I can check the status just to make sure by clicking the View Status button. Thanks for tuning in. We hope you found this tutorial helpful for maximizing your eBay sales. Happy selling!
Thank you. Yeah, we are so excited about this feature, and as we said, more to come for us to launch new social products and help you grow your business at eBay. So let's see what's happening for the store side. As we are leveraging the AI across all the experiences that our sellers have, we also leveraging the AI models to help you create your own story and explain what your unique and authentic story of your store. So this product will help you to tell more appealing and attractive stories about your store. Ideally, what we hear from our sellers, they are seeking for a tool to help them to write their description about the storefront. And we heard this, and we launched this product a couple of months ago. And while with this product, you are able to create, in a one click, you can create your store story. And these stories are also available on your storefront, and buyers can also view these stories on the view item page. So let's see now how you can create these stories in a one click in the next video. All right, so we have the Seller Hub. If you go to Seller Hub and under the Store tab, once you go to Edit Store, you will see the Tell Your Story tab. In here, we embedded our AI model in here, and you are able to create multiple different stories based on your storefront. And these are more personalized stories for your store. And we also enable you to edit it if something that you want to change it, or you want to remove it, or you want to update it. And after you create it, you can also preview your storefront, and you can confirm, and you can share these stories with all the eBay buyers. So thank you so much for listening to me. And now I'm handing over to Dylan.
Thank you, Hazel. Hey, everybody. So my name is Dallin McKee. I am actually our senior manager over SMB Seller Development, located in Salt Lake City. So I can't tell you how excited I am to spend some time with you all today. Honestly, the highlight of my career over the past few years has been meeting in person with so many sellers at different locations. The opportunity for me to meet face-to-face and talk about our advertising products, which is what I'm here to do today, has been an amazing opportunity. So thank you to anyone I've had the opportunity to meet face-to-face. I encourage you to say hello, drop a little note if we've had an opportunity to meet. I can't wait till the next time we get to see each other face-to-face. Those are the things I love. So this is different for me. Doing things in person is a lot easier for me than sometimes doing things over the camera like this, but I'm here and I'm excited. So one of my biggest opportunities in my role at eBay is helping sellers grow. And as you can imagine, we have over 134 million active buyers on the site. We have over roughly about 2.3 billion active listings on the site. And in that space, the question is, how do you stand out? How do you make a difference? How do you grow your business? And how do you make sure you take advantage of all the tools and resources we have available to you to stand out. So I'm going to go over a couple of those today, and then later on, hopefully you'll join me in our breakout session about our advertising 101 products, where we'll break down specifically the different strategies available to you. So this on the slide today is one of the ones I'm excited about. As eBay, it's important to us to understand buyer behavior and help our sellers understand buyer behavior specifically. I've actually seen questions in the chat coming up about how can I understand the different trends of buyers and seasonality and things like that. When it comes to your advertising efforts, one of the most important things from my perspective is highlighting the right listings at the right times through the right products available to you. This data allows you the opportunity to do that. We'll be posting links for you to go in and see some of this data to understand through historical information, how do you know which items are in season and how to take advantage of that. You can also visit our ebayadvertising.com platform and see some of this information there as well, and learn a lot more about how to manage or maximize, I should say, your advertising strategies on the site. So as an example, you can see April through August, we definitely see historically a 48% increase in men's shorts. August through September, we also can see things in fashion like brushes and applicators going up by 15% and men's vintage clothing going up by 11%. This is just kind of a fashion quick view and an example of what you can find in some of that data that's available to you. And we encourage you to go take a look and learn from that. Another part of the business I want to highlight on, going to the next slide, we'll focus on a little tidbit of a best practice in our advertising products, specifically when leveraging our advertising promoted listings general strategy. And that's making sure to leverage what data we have available to you to get the most out of your advertising strategy. So one of those is leveraging our suggested ad rates. For those that might not know what the ad rates are, the ad rates is the cost that you're willing to spend of the percentage of the total sale of your listings to advertise your listings and get the most out of your visibility. Many sellers that I've spoken to have been very familiar with our advertising strategies for promoted listings general, and have seen very positive growth out of using our general strategies. The suggested ad rate allows you to not only have top optimal performance and maximize your spend, but it also allows you to manage your cost when you're actually leveraging that effectively. Another thing is the way it's calculated is it leverages not only your competition listing attributes and quality, but also just kind of make sure that it's bouncing off of the past performance of those products as well. So it helps you know where should my advertising ad rates be to be competitive and make sure that I'm again maximizing my position when I'm spending money on advertising. On the next slide, you can see that we've identified that on average, sellers are seeing, when leveraging the promoted listings general strategies, around a 30% increase in sales. And I know of the sellers I've spoken to, that's probably like, yeah, exactly. I've seen that. Many sellers feel that way because you see success through this product. And I love the way that it works. It also gives you better visibility by increasing your chances of being seen. It's more cost effective, avoiding spending too much when leveraging our suggested ad rates. Helps you accelerate sales by putting you in the right place and moving inventory faster. A lot of what I really like to leverage and talk about when leveraging our promoted listings product is you're trying to look at moving volume. You're not looking at individual item by item sales. You really want to focus on how can I get and maximize volume of sales through my advertising efforts. It's easy to use and easy to set up. I'm going to walk you through on the next slides actually how to set up a campaign and leverage the suggested ad rate strategy, and helps you focus more on your business by being easy. We want you spending more time working with your buyers and focusing on inventory issues and management, less time setting up your ads campaigns and your strategies in that space. We want those to work for you. So let's talk about how to get those created. So if you've never launched a campaign before, first and foremost, you click on promote your listing. From there, it'll take you to the next slide. If we could jump there. Thank you. That will go to choosing whether you want to focus on a priority strategy or a general campaign strategy. To leverage the suggested ad rates, you'll click on the general campaign strategy where we talked about you can see an increase in sales. From there, you can now choose whether you want to leverage a dynamic ad rate or a fixed ad rate. And in a nutshell, we'll go deeper in the breakout session later for those that might be attending that. In a nutshell, the dynamic ad rate allows the system to manually stay with your competition over time and keep you atop the competition, and leverage AI, the technology to do that. And the fixed rate allows you to set the suggested ad rate given to you at the moment, but it will stay at that fixed rate and not fluctuate over time. So you can choose which one you want to go over there. And then from here, you'll click on apply suggested ad rates. So that's as easy as it is. Once that's set up, it puts you in an optimal competition position, allows you to be effective with your advertising strategies. We're very excited to do that. So thank you so much for your time. I'll go into more, like I say, in the breakout sessions. I'm excited to spend some time there. Now I get the privilege of passing the time off to Chuck Van Pelt, who will go over some of our myth busting.
Thanks, Alan. And I'm glad you got the memo about the black polo shirt today. Looks very, very nice. Hi, everyone. I'm Chuck Van Pelt from eBay's Product Marketing Insights team. And as part of my job, I frequently chat with sellers, and I actually sell on the platform myself. And I hear many misconceptions along the way about the details of selling on eBay. So let's have some fun. Let's jump into a game to test your knowledge on some of the most common eBay myths that we see pop up in our community forums and in our conversations with sellers. Now, this may look familiar to you, this eBay Mythbusters thing, if you currently follow our eBay for Sellers Instagram, which provides great information and resources for the selling community. So during this session, we're going to ask a series of questions related to 4 common misconceptions or myths about selling on eBay. And if you think you know the correct answer or you have a good guess, just drop it in the chat. And the seller and community engagement team here at eBay will review all of the responses. So don't worry if you're not a fast typer or whatever, just get it in there. And the team will randomly select 4 correct answers from all of the questions to receive an eBay swag pack. And I'm not exactly sure what's in that swag pack, but I hear it's pretty good. So let's jump to our first question. Let's look at this t-shirt listing here. Now, do you see anything wrong with it? Anything that might make this listing not as searchable? So look really close and see if there's anything there that you think might be something that would make it not show up in search. I'll give you a minute on this. All right, I think answers are coming in here. Now, it looks like a lot of you in the chat are correct. The listing title obviously is not clear and has some extra characters that would not perform well in search. If you replace an S with a $sign or you put in emojis and these things, they don't necessarily help you in search. Remember that clear and concise titles are really the way to go. They're going to perform best, and try to think about how a buyer would search for your listing. All right, so let's jump to the next question. For this question, we're thinking about late shipments. How are shipments determined to be late? Is it only based on the acceptance scan, or are there some other factors that influence this? So acceptance scan only or other factors? What do you think? I know I do a lot of shipping every day. I take a lot of packages at the post office, and I like to see that acceptance scan come in. But what do you guys think here? See some answers popping in. All right, now if you said eBay looks for other factors, answer B, you are absolutely correct. Missed acceptance scans don't mean automatic penalties. As long as the delivery makes it to the buyer by the maximum estimated delivery time, there is no penalty for you as a seller. Great question. I love that one. All right, let's move on here. Which of the following 2 factors impact seller standards? We've listed a few potential options, but only 2 are correct. Drop in the chat which of these 2 options you think impact your seller rating. And I'll give you a second here. Just a moment. And so our myth for this question is that seller standards are impacted by lots of factors. In reality, your below standard or above standard rating is only determined by 2 things. These 2 things: the amount of cases closed without resolution and the transaction defect rate. Now, contrary to popular belief, nothing else influences your seller standards. For more information on this, we recommend checking out the seller standards page on the eBay Seller Policies help site. Lots of detailed information there. All right, another great question. Let's move on here. Now we're going to talk about store subscriptions. For sellers who are just getting started on their journey, one of the first decisions is what type of store to get, or if they need a store subscription. So this is simply a yes or no question. Does having a store subscription help with search visibility? Yes or no? Give you a second on that one. Now, the answer here is that there's a lot of value to sellers across all levels of the selling journey. But one of the largest benefits is the promotional tools that come with store subscriptions. And because you gain access to those tools, like coupons and sale events that help with listing visibility, this can help boost your placement in search. All right. Well, that's it. That went pretty quick. I hope you enjoyed the Mythbusting trivia game. I hope you learned something as well. Stick around in the breakouts. I and Jonathan Chard will actually be talking about some of these topics if you're interested. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning, the team will review the chat to find 4 random sellers with correct responses to receive some eBay swag. And if you enjoyed learning about eBay's myths, check out our eBay for Sellers Instagram account, which will continue with this myth-busting series. All right, now I'm going to pass it back to Rebecca.
Hi, everyone. Thanks, Chuck. Really appreciate it. One point of clarification on that fun game. We will be giving 4 for each question. So not a total of 4, but a total of math 16. So we can't wait to read through all your answers and get those shipped out to you. Now, we're finally ready to talk about something that I know you all have been waiting to hear about, and that's eBay Open. So I'm very excited to announce that we will see you live from Vegas on August 12th through 14th this year. And with that, let's roll the video. We are just thrilled to be able to finally talk to you about this and tell you. So to celebrate everything about eBay, especially our 30th anniversary, join us in Vegas at the Venetian, and of course, live streaming to everywhere. Because we know not everyone can travel to Vegas, and for the comfort and convenience of all sellers, we're bringing all the excitement and learning online again this year, like we've done in the last years. We'll be live streaming all of our keynotes and workshops for you to attend virtually from your business or home. It's all coming to you. I'll also be on the ground at the event, giving our virtual audience some bonus interviews with eBay leaders and experts. And of course, there's going to be fab swag for the folks in person, and also special limited edition swag for the live streaming audience. Now, we know you are eager to start making your summer plans, and August is rapidly approaching, and we are really excited too. So watch out for an email coming pretty soon later this month for registration. During registration, you'll be able to book a hotel room at the venue with a really nice discount. So you will definitely want to book hotel rooms during registration to get, I think it might be the best deal in Vegas. Anyway, it's where it's all happening. For those who are coming in person or who hope to, I just want to note that tickets are limited. So we strongly suggest that you hold off on any non-refundable travel arrangements until you register and know that you have your ticket and that you've gotten your hotel room. Ticketing does open soon, so keep an eye on your email, like I said, for the official invite with more details and your link to register. And of course, we will keep the in-person celebrations going for our 30th anniversary, some plans we have for local events as we approach into the fall. More to come on that. So we are so excited. I can't wait to see everyone, whether it's in person or live streaming, at our biggest seller event of the year, eBay Open 2025. So with that, we're nearing the end of our main section of the summer seller check-in, but I want to thank all of you for coming out to this event. Now, I saw in the chat a couple questions about the swag. Here's the deal. We played the game, and there's 4 winners per question there. And then for everyone here check your email for a post-event survey, and you have the chance to win an eBay hat, and we have 400 of those to give away for this event. I'm not sure if the slide was a mismatch, but that's the deal. We had a few winners for the game and a lot more for those of you who take the time to fill out that post-event survey. Now we're going to take a quick break, short one because we're running just a little bit over. We're going to take a quick break and enter our next segment of the event, which is the 4 deep dive sessions, which were, mapped to the lightning rounds that we saw. So you can find those in the session tab on the left-hand side of your screen. Afterwards, we have, I think it's a bunch of sellers ready to chat in our networking rooms. And we have all the topics listed out. So be sure to stick around and get to know fellow sellers after the 4 breakouts. With that, I want to thank you so much for giving us your time today. We can't wait to hear your feedback about this event, about everything that we shared here, about your eBay experience. Really appreciate giving us the time today to tell you all of the latest updates. And I am so excited to see everyone in August for eBay Open. Thanks, everyone. Bye.